देवा नित्य गौर हरि बोल, हरि बोल, हरि बोल, नित्य गौर हरि बोल, नित्य गौर हरि बोल, हरि बोल, हरि बोल, नित्य गौर हरि बोल. हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी, दंडवत प्रणाम प्रभु जी. हरे कृष्ण everybody.
Hare Krishna, Pranam.
Pranam प्रभु जी. हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी. Prabhuji, actually we start the class now immediately. Then we do the sloka recitation only by the end of the class, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. And pranams.
Oh, is it? Okay, okay. Yeah, we'll start in 2 minutes, okay? Let the
Yes,
devotees
Prabhuji.
join. Yeah.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. My respectful obeisances. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. I hope I am audible now.
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna. Hare
Okay,
Krishna
okay.
Prabhuji.
Thank you, Hare Krishna. So let's begin with Mangalacharan. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिका कांदा राधा कांदा नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमदे भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सॉरी नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुदीनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्यमीश्वरम् Hare Krishna. So, I would like to welcome all of you for our study of Srimad Bhagavatam. So, after a couple of weeks, we are meeting this time. So, thank you for your association. So, very happy to be back here. So, we are in the 16th chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto. So, today we'll be doing 3 verses. We'll be studying 3 verses. Verses from 7 onwards, 7, 8 and 9. So we have seen this particular chapter, in this chapter we are seeing when Parikshit Maharaj was ruling the kingdom, he is meeting the personality of Kali, right? So we know that all this Leela is happening towards the end of the Dwapara Yuga, or we can say the beginning of Kali Yuga, during that transition time. So Kali, the personality of Kali has already entered, and Parikshit Maharaj is seeing him when he was touring the kingdom. One day he saw the personality of Kali dressed, in a king's, when he is in a king's dress, and he was beating the cow and a bull, and he stopped. Parikshit Maharaj stopped there, and he was about to kill him basically. In fact, he pulled out his sword and he was about to cut his neck, but we will see what will happen. That he will not do, because the personality of Kali will surrender to Parikshit Maharaj, and we will see those conversation in the coming chapters also, in the coming sections, and even next chapter also. So now we are, so just like that, in the fourth verse it is mentioned, when he was traveling, he saw that king, the Shudra king, in the sense, in the dress of a disguised as a king, and hurting the legs of cow and bull. And during that time, Shaunaka Rishi was inquiring, because Suta Goswami paused there, and Shaunaka Rishi was very much inquisitive, very much interested. Why this happened? Why did Parikshit Maharaj simply punish him? So what are the details of this? Please describe all these incidents. Then they say, if it is related to the topics of Krishna, if it has some connection with the topics of Krishna, then please describe. See, that's a very nice point. The devotees are always interested to hear only about Krishna, the pure devotees. They don't want to hear anything other than topics of Krishna. Always they are busy in hearing Krishna's topic about Krishna, and also they are busy in speaking about Krishna. They are not speaking any mundane topics. they will not be interested to hear any mundane topics as well. So this shows the the level of the Shaunaka and all the rishis there. So they are not ordinary people. We know the speaker of Bhagavatam and the listeners of Bhagavatam. In the beginning of this chapter, we have seen both the sides. Both of them are qualified. Both the sides are qualified. The listeners are well qualified, and the speaker is of course Suta Goswami. He is also qualified person. Yeah. So let's begin now. What is going to happen? I'll share the screen. Okay. शूद्रायुषां नृणामङ्गमर्त्यानामृतमिच्छताम् इहोपहूतो भगवान् मृत्यु Shamitrakarmani. Yes, I would request some of you to raise your hand so that we can go through the verse and translation and the purports. Yes, Bhargavi Mataji, you can start with the verse.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Kshudraya, sorry Prabhuji. Kshudrayusham ayusham nranam anga martyanam ritam ichchatam iho pahuto bhagavan mrityuh samitra karmani.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Hare Krishna. Kusum Lata Mataji, please read the translation.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat Pranam.
Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. O Sutta Goswami, there are those amongst men who desire freedom from death and get eternal life. They escape the slaughtering process by calling the controller of death Yamraja. Shall I read the purport also, Prabhuji?
Yeah, yes, please.
Purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The living entity, as he develops from lower animal life to a higher human being and gradually to higher intelligence, becomes anxious to get free from the clutches of death. Modern scientists try to avoid death by physiochemical advancement of knowledge, but alas, the controller of death, Yamraj, is so cruel that he does not spare even the very life of the scientist himself. The scientist who puts forward the theory of stopping death by advancement of the scientific knowledge becomes himself a victim of death when he is called by Yamraja. What to speak of stopping death? No one can enhance the short period of life even by a fraction of a moment. The only hope of suspending the cruel slaughtering process of Yamraja is to call him to hear and chant the holy name of the Lord. Yamraja is a great devotee of the Lord, and he likes to be invited to kirtans and sacrifices by the pure devotees who are constantly engaged in the devotional service of the Lord. Thus, the great sages, headed by Shaunaka and others, invited Yamraja to attend the sacrifice performed at Naimisharanya. This was good for those who did not want to die. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. So very nice. He's saying, Shaunaka Rishi is saying, those who are desiring freedom from death, they will escape from the slaughtering process, or we can say that from the clutches of Yamaraja, because we know that in the purport Srila Prabhupada is mentioning that here the living entity, as he develops from lower animal life to higher human being and gradually to higher intelligence, become anxious to get free from these clutches of death. So then the animals, if you see animals, they don't know the purpose of life, right? So for them to get out of these clutches of death, they will not be having any kind of understanding. They are living and they are doing ahara nidra bhayam maithunam. That's all. They don't have any kind of when somebody is going to kill them, maybe they will cry. We very famous story, which is always, even Prabhupada also quotes this, that a what to say, goat or a lamb, um, before they were slaughtered, they will be given very nice food. So all these animals will be busy in eating, and one by one the slaughterman will take them and cut them and cut their neck. Even they may hear the sound of their friends who have been already slaughtered. Hmm. But till the last moment of their life, they will be busy in eating the grass. And they are not aware what is going to happen. So that is the condition, even for a person, even for a human being, if they are not thinking what is, if he is not taking a step for self realization, then that human being is also just like that, slaughtered or slaughtering, the victim of the slaughterhouse of the animal. So what is the difference? So the human form is given for inquiries, to know why I am here, who am I, why I came to this world, what is this world all about, why all these problems are coming in this world, and how can I escape from this world, and what is the goal of my life. All these things, this is inquiry. So this can be possible. This is possible only for human beings, because they have advanced intelligence. So the clutches of death, or we can say the hands of Yamaraja, will be there in front of everybody, including each one of us, everyone. So here Srila Prabhupada is saying in the purport, the modern scientists, they may try to avoid death. They may say that they may come up with some new medicine or something new technology, to keep the body alive and to stop the death. But do we think that will happen? No, that will never happen. Definitely there is going to be death. Definitely there is going to be the hands of Yamaraja, who even, that's what Srila Prabhupada says, he cannot even spare the scientist who is working on that theory of stopping death. He will be also victim of death. So that's the nature. Actually, the nature is designed in such a way. So nobody can stop the death. Not only that, nobody can stop the death, also nobody can enhance the period of life also. If I want to stay for one more day, how it is possible? It is not possible. If we are going to die today, we will die today. We can't extend that also. Everything is already defined as per our karma. So nothing can be stopped. Everything is already, the material nature will act on those people. But if we are following Krishna consciousness, then this death or the Yamaraja will not be coming to them. We have heard that, beautiful section. We will study that in the coming, it's not here, in the 6th canto, wherein Ajamala pastime, wherein the Yamadudas were very unhappy because they could not take Ajamila, and they went back to Yamaraja and complained, saying that you asked me, you have appointed us to bring all these souls, all these sinful souls from sinful people from the world, and to punish them. That is our job. And today, when we went to take Ajamila, we could not bring. Somebody else came and stopped us. Why it is happening? So basically Vishnu Duda stopped them, right? We know that story. So Yamaraja that time said, if you are seeing somebody with tilak, or if you are seeing somebody with kantimala, or in the sense, if somebody is chanting Krishna's name, holy names, then better not to go to them. You should not go to them. And Yamaraja said, because we don't have the right to bring that devotee, because that will be Vaishnava. The Vaishnavas are Vishnu's dearmost people, and Bhagavan Vishnu will send his servants to take them back. So that's the point. So if we are practicing Krishna consciousness, if we are able to, you know, raise our consciousness to that level, then the fear of death will not be there for us. You don't have to worry, because Krishna is there. He will be. If we are practicing Krishna consciousness nicely, then we don't have to face or see any Yamadudas also. Definitely not. Because the reason is that even Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, aham tvam sarva papepyo mokshayishyami ma shuchaha. If you are surrendering to me, I am assuring that I will write off all your sins. So this is the assurance from Krishna if someone is surrendering to him. That means there are no sins, means he is ready to write off everything, all the sins. Then how the Yamaraja and Yamadudas will come and try to take us? Even though if we have done so many sins in our past lives or this life, Krishna is ready to write off if we completely surrender to him. So that's the point. So Krishna consciousness is very, very powerful. Otherwise, we will have to go through all this natural things, which material nature is already designed in such a way, and we can't escape. Srila Prabhupada is saying further, the only hope of suspending the cruel slaughtering process of Yamaraja is to call him to hear and chant the holy name of the Lord. Yeah. So Yamaraja is a great devotee. We know that he is one of the Mahajana, again mentioned in the Bhagavatam, and he likes to be invited to kirtanas and sacrifices by the pure devotees. So here Shaunaga Rishi, they are, the great sages headed by Shaunaga, they are inviting Yamaraja to attend the sacrifice. Which sacrifice? This kirtan sacrifice, or the hearing sacrifice. They are now doing Shravanam Kirtanam, right? Shravanam Kirtanam is happening. That is a sacrifice. What is happening in this Naimisharanya? Suta Goswami is speaking, and Shaunaga Adi Rishis are listening to that. They are doing kirtan. They are doing hearing Bhagavatam, basically, right? So those who are constantly engaged in devotional service of the Lord, Yamaraja will be happy to come and join them in that sacrifice, not to take them to the hell to give punishment. that he will not do. But he will be happy to see devotees who are, Vishnu's or Krishna's to see people who are practicing Krishna consciousness. He will not be sad. So Yamaraja will not be thinking that, oh, I am losing my customers. Everybody is becoming devotee and I am not getting customers. No, he is doing a service to Krishna that nobody else will do. Yamaraja's service is very, very difficult service. It's not an easy job to do. To give punishment, that too in the hells, very difficult job, very, very difficult job. But he was ready to take up that as a service to Krishna. That is why his name is there in the Bhagavatam as Mahajan. He's been called as Mahajan. Among the 12 Mahajan, Yamaraja is one of the Mahajan. Yes, so that's about verse number 7. Divya Mataji, is it any question?
No, we all have to die today or tomorrow. So why does this last sentence say, this was good for those who did not want to die? Even if they call Yamaraja to take part, in this, to attend the sacrifices, still, and then they say this, still everyone has to die, no? So why they say this was good for those who did not want to die?
Those who did not want to
Die. The last sentence in the same purport.
Yeah. Okay. Yamaraj is a great devotee of the Lord, and he likes to be invited to kirtanas and sacrifices by the pure devotees who are constantly engaged in the devotional service of the Lord. Thus, the great sages headed by Shaunaka and others invited Yamaraja to attend the sacrifice performed at Naimisharanya. This was good for those who did not want to die. So basically, if we are practicing devotional services, then death is not at all a question mark for them. Hmm? So those who did not want to die, for example, those for example, it doesn't mean that Shaunaga Adi Rishis did not want to die. They are not concerned about the death. They are not fearful of the death, because they are practicing, they are hearing and chanting Krishna's names and glories, right? But for those who are who do not want to die, the materialistic people, for them, if they also invite Yamaraja for kirtan, means they also practice Krishna consciousness, then they will be getting benefited. Otherwise, they will have to go through this material nature's what to say, that which is already been defined. We can't escape from that. This is what I understand from this. Okay.
Okay, Prabhuji, thank you. Hare Krishna.
Yeah. I have seen one more hand raised. Divya Mataji, is it for the verse or recitation?
For reading.
Yeah, for reading. Okay, you can read the 8th number. Yeah, now.
न कश्चिन्म्रियते तावद्यावदास्त इहान्तकः एतदर्थं हि भगवानाहूतः परमर्षिभिः अहो नरलोके पियेत हरिलीलामृतं वचः. Shall I read the translation, Prabhuji?
I think there are more devotees, Mataji. Let me see. Yes, translation. Who has raised the hand? Okay.
Bhargavi Mataji is raising her hand.
Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranams.
Yeah, please read.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Translation: as long as Yamaraja, sorry Prabhuji, translation by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki jai. As long as Yamaraja, who causes everyone's death, is present here, no one shall meet with death. The great sages have invited the controller of death, Yamaraja, who is the representative of the Lord. Living beings who are under his grip should take advantage by hearing the deathless nectar in the form of this narration of the transcendental pastimes of the Lord.
Thank you. Anybody would like to? Okay, this small purport. Anybody would like to read the purport also?
Padma Mataji?
Okay,
Would you like to read?
Okay.
Yes, Mataji.
Purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Every human being dislikes meeting death, but he does not know how to get rid of death. The surest remedy for avoiding death is to accustom oneself to hearing the nectarian pastimes of the Lord, as they are systematically narrated in the text of Srimad Bhagavatam. It is advised herein, therefore, that any human being who desires freedom from death should take to his course of life as recommended by the rishis headed by Shaunaka. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. I hope now your doubt is also cleared now.
Yes.
Clear. Yeah. Yes. So here very clearly, nice verse. Here the Shaunaga Rishis, they are saying, as long as Yamaraja, who causes everyone's death, is present here, no one shall meet the death. The great sages have invited controller of death, Yamaraja, who is the representative of the Lord. The living beings who are under the grip, his grip, should take advantage by hearing the deathless nectar in the form of this narration of transcendental pastimes of the death. So all the living beings are under his grip. Under whose grip? Yamaraja's. Because he has been given that responsibility. But if you are taking the shelter of, if you are hearing the nectarian pastimes of the Supreme Lord, the transcendental pastimes of the Lord, and if we are hearing and chanting Krishna's names, then surely we will be getting rid of this death. That doesn't mean that we will not die, but that death will be taking us, we will be just leaving this body and going back to Godhead. That will be like a festival for that person, He will not be crying during, thinking about death. But the materialistic people, the karmis, for them to die means they don't like. They want to enjoy more and more. But those who are pure devotees, or those who are hearing and chanting Krishna's name sincerely, and what will happen for them? Death is like an very happy moment for them actually, because they know that they are very well aware that after leaving this body they will go back to Krishna. Hmm? So Srila Prabhupada is also, advising, and he's saying any human being who desire freedom from death, so that is basically freedom from death, because freedom from birth and death and old age and disease, because that is only happening in the material world, right? Once we are going to Krishna's place, abode, or to the spiritual world, there is no death, no birth, nothing. So we will be free from the death basically. So this will be the last life for them in this material world. So it's recommended by the rishis headed by Shaunaka to take up Krishna consciousness seriously, beginning with Shravanam Kirtanam. That's the point, take home point for us also. Yes.
Hare Krishna, Krishnamurti Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Krishnamurti Prabhuji, would you like to read?
Mataji, you recite sloka, I will read translation.
Okay, Prabhuji. Mandasya mandaprajnasya vayo mandayusascha vai nidraya hridayate naktam divacha vyartha karma bihi. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranams Prabhuji. Hare Krishna Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranams Prabhuji. Translation by A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Prabhupada ki Jai. Lazy human beings with paltry intelligence and a short duration of life pass the night sleeping and the day performing activities that are for naught. Purport. Shall I read purport, Prabhuji?
Yes, please go ahead.
Purport by A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Prabhupada ki Jai. The less intelligent do not know the real value of human form of life. The human form is a special gift of material nature in the course of enforcing stringent laws of miseries upon the living being. It is a chance to achieve the highest boon of life, named to get out of the entanglement of repeated birth and death. The intelligent take care of this important gift by strenuously endeavoring to get out of the entanglement. But the less intelligent are lazy and unable to evaluate the gift of the human body to achieve liberation from the material bondage. They become more interested in so-called economic development and work very hard throughout life simply for the sense enjoyment of the temporary body. Sense enjoyment is also allowed to lower animals by the law of nature, and thus a human being is also destined to a certain amount of sense enjoyment according to his past or present life. But one should definitely try to understand that sense enjoyment is not the ultimate goal of human life. Herein it is said that during the daytime one works for nothing because the aim is nothing but sense enjoyment. We can particularly observe how the human being is engaged for nothing in the great cities and industrial towns. There are so many things manufactured by human energy, but they are all meant for sense enjoyment and not for getting out of material bondage. And after working hard during the daytime, a tired man either sleeps or engages in sex habits at night. That is the program of materialistic civilized life for the less intelligent. Therefore, they are designated herein as lazy, unfortunate, and short-lived. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranamas Prabhuji.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. So nice verse. Here it says, lazy human beings will, with having, paltry intelligence and a short duration of life, they will waste their time. Night in sleeping and day performing so many activities, they are for naught, means they are for bondage. Means they will be performing so many things during the daytime, and that will cause bondage in this world. And night will be either involved in sex or they will sleep off. So in Bhagavad Gita also Krishna says this. Which is the verse? Anybody knows from second chapter? night for the sages, for a sober person. What is that verse? Anybody knows? Hare Krishna. We are studying Bhagavatam, so maybe those important verses. Yeah, Yanisha Sarvabhudanam. Yes, that's the verse. Can you recite that? Can you recite the verse, Mahachan?
यानिशा सर्ववेदानां तस्यां जागर्ति संगमे यस्यां जागृति भूतानि सा निशा विश्वभुवने.
So for the Munis, it is for the Munis night is the day for the karmis, means the opposite. Basically, the sense enjoyers, they will not sleep in the night. They will be trying to enjoy the senses, and the Munis will take rest and get up early morning and start their bhajan. So here also, if you see, the less intelligent people, they will simply waste their time either night sleeping or going to the club or doing any other nonsense. They are just wasting the time. So this is basically Srila Prabhupada is explaining that less intelligent people will be doing that, and human form of life is very valuable, right? Very, very valuable. Kaumaram acharit pratnyo dharman bhagavatan iha durlabam manusham janma. Prahlad Maharaj says. Labdhva sudurlabam idam bahu sambhavande. Again Bhagavatam says. Labdhva sudurlabam. What? This human form. Nrideham adyam sulabam sudurlabam. Plavam stu kalpam guru karnadaram. Again Bhagavatam, it says, that verse also says, again durlabam, sudurlabam. The human form is very, very rare to get. Very rare. So it's a special gift for us. For what? For a restricted sense enjoyment and also to get out of this material world. This is the platform. This is the best platform which has been given by the Supreme Lord. If we are using this human form properly, then we will be getting out. We will be able to get out of this entanglement of repeated birth and death. At the same time, being here, this body is also facilitating, or we can. There is a facility for the people to enjoy also. In the sense, people are enjoying senses. That because people, the people desire for that, for sense enjoyment. That is why we are getting this body. But actually, it is not meant for enjoyment. If we are trying to enjoy this body, the senses, like animals, then there is no difference between human beings and animals. Ahara, Nidra, Bhayam, Maitunam. These 4 activities common for animals and humans, right? If we are not performing dharma, which is nothing but Krishna consciousness, or something from our side towards self-realization, if we are not endeavoring for that, then we are just like animals, 2-legged animals. There is no difference. So that is the less intelligent people will be busy in sense enjoyment. So they will be lazy, and they don't want to get out of. They don't even know the why we are entangled here, or how. They will not feel that it's an entanglement, by the way. So that's the unfortunate situation. All of us had gone through that stage, and by now Krishna's mercy, by our Vaishnava's mercy, Guru's mercy, we are somehow, Srila Prabhupada's mercy, we are somehow here in this stage, and now we are trying to realize something, and we think that we understand that we have lost lot of time, many lifetimes we have wasted also, thinking that the human form is for enjoyment. But that is actually, this sense enjoyment is available for the lower animals also. Why we have to take human birth? It's not required, right? If we want to enjoy senses, better to be in the animal body and be there always, forever. So that's not the goal of life. That's not the purpose of human life. Srila Prabhupada is reminding this point once again, that one should definitely try to understand that sense enjoyment is not the ultimate goal of life. So that's the point. We can particularly observe how the human beings is engaged for nothing in the great cities and industrial towns. So we can see around people are wasting their time in sense enjoyment, and thinking that so many material advancements are there, so many things they are doing, so many technologies are coming up. What is there? What is everything is basically for sense enjoyment only. Nothing for getting out of this material bondage. No education system which is speaking about, which is teaching about how to get out of this material world. There is no facility, modern technological advancement, whatever AI or artificial intelligence or whatever. There is nothing in AI to get out of this material world. It is only just to enjoy more senses. Maybe some new technologies will come and it will make our life more easy, but what is the result? End result is simply entanglement, nothing else. And end result is simply sense enjoyment. Everything is connected to sense enjoyment. So that is the materialistic life, and that is for the less intelligent people. And by Krishna's mercy, we don't have to be in that category. We should not be in that category. Having received this valuable human form of life, we should not be in that category. We have to come out and continue in this satsang, continue being in Krishna conscious with the devotees, and hear about Krishna, chant Krishna's names every day. When we are nourished with this spiritual or Krishna conscious topics, then we will not be deviating or going back to the old school. So now somehow we are here, so we have to be always here. Otherwise, we will be again losing the chance of human form. So again, Srila Prabhupada and our Shaunaka Rishis, they are reminding us the importance of human form, and we have to take advantage of that. Okay. So thank you, devotees, for your patience, and this is the last sloka for today, and the other speaker will continue from this point. All right. So thank you for your time. Thank you for your association. Hare Krishna. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, जगत गुरु शिला प्रभुपाद की जय, इस्कॉन गुरु वृंद की जय, समवेद गौर भक्त वृंद की जय. Thank you. Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, Hare Krishna. Today I heard a class in Bhagavatam class, Prabhuji. When Prabhu is told, every sukha and dukkha, definitely they will come. There is no need of struggle for all those things. The thing is, just we have to struggle to get the Sri Krishna grace only. We have to struggle for that only. That is life. There no everything. So both sukha and dukkha, they will come simultaneously. When there is no need for that struggling for all those things.
It's said in Bhagavad Gita itself. Yes, you're right. Yeah. We don't have to work for it. It will come just like that.
There is a flow.
Yes.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Very nice. Thank you, Prabhu, for sharing that. Yes, absolutely. Bhagavan Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that the sukha and dukkha will come naturally. So we don't have to endeavor for it. It will come anyway. Even if we don't endeavor, also it will come.
Yes.
But we have to endeavor for but we have to endeavor, as you rightly pointed out, we have to endeavor for progress in Krishna consciousness. That we need to do. That's our effort. And seeing our efforts, Krishna's mercy will be flowing like Ganges.
Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Krishnamurti Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Okay, so with that, we are pausing here. So, Archana Mataji, anything else?
Prabhuji, we have sloka recitation right now.
All right, fine. So, shall I then leave the meeting now?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes. Thank you so much for giving us a wonderful session.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you. Vansha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyev cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. So with your permission,
Anantakoti
I'm just
Vaishnava ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Bhagavatam, Brantaraj Bhagavatam ki jai.
Thank you,
so please
Prabhuji.
continue
Hare
reciting the
Krishna.
verses. Please continue reciting the verses.
Yes.
Hare Krishna. So I'm just leaning. Hari Bol. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Devotees, please raise your hands for reading. Like yesterday, we will read one by one each. So I'll share right now. I'm taking the shlokas. Yes, who is starting now? Let me check. Sudha V. Mataji, Hare Krishna Mataji. You can do the first one.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Srimad Bhagavatam 1.5.11. Tatvag visargo janatag viplavo yasmin pratishlokam abhatvati api namani anantasya yashon hitani yat shrinvanti gayanti grinanti sadvaha. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Next, Bhargavi Mataji, Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Srimad Bhagavatam 1.5.17. Tyaktva swadharmam charanambujam harir bhajan apakvota patet tato yadi yatra kvabhatram abhut amushyakim ko varta apto bhajatam swadharmataha. Thank you,
Thank you,
Mataji.
Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishnamurti Prabhuji.
Tasya, Hare Krishna Mataji, tasyaiva hetuः prayateta kovido nalabhyate yadbhadram utapum uparyadaha tallabhyate dukkavadanyatha sukam kalena sarvatra gabhira ramhasa. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Dhanashri Mataji, Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna, Dhanashri Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes, ma'am.
Shloka 1.5.22. Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat Pranam.
Idam hi punsad tapasah shrutasya va svishtasya suktasya cha buddhi dattayoh avichutartho kavibhir nirupito yaduttama shloka gunanuvarnanam. Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Who else want to read? Archana Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Pranamsmataji. Idimurti abhidanena mandramurtim amurtigam yajade yajna purusham sasamyak darshana puman. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna Navakishori Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat Pranam.
Shloka number 1.7.4. Bhakti yogena manasi samyaka pranihite male apashya purusham purna mayam cha tapadashrayam. Thank you, Mataji. Hare
Thank you,
Krishna.
Mataji. Hare Krishna Mataji. Yes, who want to recite next? Yes, Divya Desai Mataji. Hare Krishna Mataji.
यया समोहिता जीवा आत्मानं त्रिगुणात्मकं परोपि मनुते नर्तं तत्कृतं पद्यते. हरे कृष्ण माताजी. प्रणाम माताजी.
Pranams Mataji. Dandavat Pranams Mataji. Thank you, Mataji. Yes, anybody else? Giridhar Gopal Prabhuji. Kusumlata Mataji. Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji. Anartopashamam shakshat bhakti yogam adokshaje lokashya janato vidvams chakresh sattva samhitam. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Hare Krishna Kusumlata Mataji. Mataji, you're on mute, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranams.
Dandavat Pranams.
Text 7. Yasyam vai shrunmanayam Krishne param purushe bhaktirutpadyate punsa shokumoh bhayapaha.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Mataji. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Sutta uvacha Atma Ramascha Munayo Nirgranta Viurukrame Kurvanti Ahaitu Kim Bhaktim Ittam Bhuta Guno Harihi. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Thank you. Thank you for reciting. Thank you for joining the session.
Hare Krishna
Hare
Mataji,
Hare Krishna
Dandavat
Mataji, thank
Pranams.
you.
Mataji.
Dandavat Pranams.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Aram.